Live match time. It's been a bit of a mad rush to set up this morning, but we are back at Weston Pools and we're on another Fish O'Mania Qualifier, and we've drawn really well. We've drawn peg 3 on the jack. Now this peg, last time I came, actually won the qualifier. Jamie Hughes was on here, and surprise surprise, he won the qualifier like he does every year. So we've got a good peg. I'm sweating like, well, I can't even put my glasses on, I'm just sweating like an old warthog here. So the plan is, we're going to start short on pellets on our toenails, prime up 11 metres to fish casters, and then when that dies, loose feed pellets to the tree and then finish up just down the edge to the left. So it's going to be pretty simple, but I think what I'm going to do, because I caught so many fish last week on worms, when I come off this line, after that first 10 minutes, I'm going to start big potting worms there, like really positive, because there's some ancient old big F1s in here, they're absolute queens, and I fancy when I catch a few of them on worms. So I've just got some 4 mils, I've got my limit of casters, got some micros, I've got some ground bait, and I've got a little handful of corn there for the hook, so pretty simple stuff. Let me just get, I've got some nice pellets here. Where are they? I done last night. These. There's a bit of a mixture in there. There's some Activate 4 mils. There's some red ones that I've dyed with Captivate dye. And there's a couple of black 4 mils there for the hook. So they are there. The hook, I'm just going to start on a fishery pellet to start. I don't know what's happening with the time here. 2 minutes past 11, see there now. So I'm just going to tap in a couple of 4 mils to start. Just dunk my pot. I think we're looking to catch, to win today. I think we're going to need 180, so we're going to have to catch some fish, but the plan is a couple of stockies early, and then when we go on those casters, apparently you catch like 30 to 50 pound of hide. They fade off, and then you push further across on pellets and catch loads like little stockies and F1s. And I'm hoping we'll either finish up in the edge or finish up on those worms. That's what they say in anyway. It's a lovely little lake, this one. I've never ever drawn this lake before. It's full of like eyed chub, there's barbel in here, big F1s, carp, everything. Great lake. So we shall see. My times must be wrong here, are they? Yeah, it's 11 o'clock now. Oh, that's us. Right, come on then. So straight away, just going to tap these in here. And then start loose feeding my casters. Probably going to be on this within kind of 10 minutes, I'd have thought. Normally you'll see the hide like swimming through your rigs and that, so let's see if you can nick a stocky. Start with. Quite nice here, it's like 3 foot at the bottom, and it's rock hard, so hopefully everything will be nice and clean on this line. What's it think? A roach. I'm catching roach. Splash me. That wasn't the intended species. Keep my eye on those casters. I really fancy catching fish on worm short here in like 3 foot. I think it could be really good. He was so good at tunnel last week. Oh, hello. That ain't a roach, boys. That's nice. Well, that feels like a quality fish, that does. To me. Yeah, it's a good fish, that. That's not stocky, is it? It's a barbel. Yeah, it is as well. A barbellian. Well, Marky Dawes did tell me I might catch an odd barbellian, yeah? And there's one, I haven't caught a barbel for ages. £2. Come on, up the net. That's it. That's why I feel like if I just mix some like micros, casters and worms together on that short line, I think that could be mega. Like to catch a barbel like that on pellets. Just try throwing a few in there. And then oysters. Am I on the barbel nest? That was a hell of a bite, that was lovely. Definitely going to feed worms here, that's made my mind up to catch a barbel there. That'll be real positive, those worms, like not chop them too fine. Mix some micros in with them, some casters. Maybe even a little bit of ground bait. Cool. What's that? It's another barbel, is it? Oh my god, look at that roach. Boys. It's a joke of a roach, look at that. What's going on? £2 roach and a £2 barbel, first 2 drops in. Pouring rain here now. What is going on? No, it's not happening. Coming off that. Start on a 2-foot jigger. Banded caster. And what I got behind me is I've got a couple of top kits with no rigs on. Just in case there's a pile of hide about and the hard buggers for getting like bumping off. So I've got some blue hydro and stuff there as well. I can just pop on if needs be. Snide. Big out. Like I feel like that elastic's too much guts in already. Stamp hide that is. It's not nice, it's an F1 man. But he said he wouldn't catch an F1 on this. Maybe that's why I've not seen a wide swirling there then. There's a few of them lads about. I'm just going to quickly change that to some blue hydro. Change our rig to blue hydro, I think. Go. Stop feeding so far, Mike. Could be another F1 now. Yeah, it is. Right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to carry on for half hour, really get my head down on these now, and we'll catch up and see where we're sitting then. We are currently 45 minutes in, and it's still going really well on this jig. I'm catching, it's not like a fish a chuck, but when I catch one, everything seems to be quality. Like I've had 2 pound chub, I've had skimmers up to 2 pound, eyed up to 2.5 pound, and I'm catching quite a few of these little fat little stockies. They're like £1 a piece. Little F1 stockies, they're like butterballs they are. So I've got probably 25 pound so far, which is really good. There's another one there now, look. But one thing's apparent, you've got to keep moving those jiggers up and down. So like I'm literally catching 2 or 3 fish off each deck. Like 3 foot would be good for 1 or 2. And then you come back up to that 18-inch, catch like a big one. 2 foot, you'll have a little run there, then you'll go. Oh, look at the size of that. It's a big chub, that is. Big old chub, look. Oh, look Look at this. Look at that. That's unreal. Like my first 2 drops back now on a 3-foot jigger, and I've got a 2-pound F1 and a 2-pound chub. Rubbish on my stop there. Bit of fluff there. So far, so very good. Really pleased with this, how it's going. Like the boy said, you'd see fish swirling in your feed, and I haven't seen any fish. And it's not, like I said, it's not, absolutely just drop in, catch one. Well, even though that was, but everything seems like a decent quality. You can, see yourself building a good weight. So bear in mind, Marty Dawes said to me, if I can catch 30 to 50 pound on this, the first part, and then there's a little stocky there now, so it's probably the smallest one I've had that, but even that's going to be 10 ounce. But I'm just thinking to myself, like they said, you'll just catch a load of hide on casters and then they'll stop feeding and change it to pellets, but I don't feel like there's I haven't had many hide. I've had some big hide, but not, not churning through numbers of hide. It seems to be more chub, skimmers and stockies than anything. So I don't know whether you just stay on this and just catch MF1s on this now. But I've only got 5 pints of caster, so that ain't going to do us a 5-hour match fishing shallow. So I imagine I will have to change to pellets at some point. And what I probably could do with is cutting this. This is a 0.2 jigger here, fishing 3 foot. I could do with cutting this down to 2.5, and then I've got a 0.4 jigger there set up at 4 foot and putting that one to 3. Because I feel like there's a lot of fish sat between my 2 and 3 foot jiggers. See, it's like I caught a few now on this, caught 3 fish now on this, one after another. And then it's gone again. And I have got my, conventional fixed shallow rigs there as well, which might be good, but I just feel like start on this jigger, catch all like the easier ones to catch first on this, and then when they start getting a little bit cute and you can't catch them, you can pick up those little fixed rig dibbers and stuff, then catch a few like that. Sure, I just seen one in the feed then, big-eyed. So it might be a case of picking up a fixed rig now. There we go, look. Ooh, skimmer. So I'm come off this jigger now, because I did feel like I'd have grabbed this since I've been jigging there, and I've not caught them. Click that one, so let's go back to 2 foot. And this is what it's been like, just bouncing up and down the depths. Just trying to keep in touch with them. I'm thinking my next move is definitely going to be just like a little dibber with a longer lash. Yeah, just seen one swirl there now, and I look. See, it's as quick as that. As soon as you change depth, you get one. Stocky, I think. Yeah. Nobody told me anything about catching these on casters. Nice fish they are, like. Come here. Can't get hold of him. You know, that weighs heavy to me. That feels really heavy. A little short and fat one. I'm so tempted to fish worm slop shallow here. Might even do that before I go on pellets. Especially with all these skimmers and chub F1's feeding. God, that's mad, they're just a change of depth. 2 and 2 puts then. Another F1. Proper little butterballs these are. Keep still, by. Just got to try and keep my feeding as accurate as I can, because every now and then I'm losing concentration and sending a few casters too far, I feel like. I want to try and keep it my side if possible. It's absolutely rigid fish here now. The last two have been hooked on the top lip. I just feel like they're sat just between the two different depths I'm fishing. Right. He was up above me, that one. To be honest, you'd be better off catching them stockies than catching them. When I'm jigging, I'm not like lifting the whole rig out the water. All I'm doing is like fishing it like I'm fishing an overshot. I'm just flicking that last like 5 or 6 inch, not pulling it all the way out of the water. I'm just really concentrating on that bottom part and just constantly flicking it all the time. Nice fish that feels like. Yeah, good stump fish then, for sure. I'm not really sure what the net limits are here, that's the problem. I'm just like constantly just flicking that last little bit, not lifting the whole lot out. And then when I feed, I'll just stop for a second, pouch a few in, you know, I was just hanging it there, that one. That was an eye there. Big-eyed. What's he doing down in 3 foot? Oh my God. Doing that. Right, I'm gonna get my net down again, boys. Right, we are still on the jigger, but I've had a bit of a funny 20 minutes there where I caught quite nice when I left you for a few, and then I lost 2 great big eyed on the jigger, just pulled out. I thought, oh, let me just pick up a fixed rig. I had a little go with a fixed rig, hooked a, I don't know, it was a big effort or a carp, and just popped off under my feet, and then I just could not hit a bite on it. Went in on a 2 foot jigger, never had a bite, and I've just gone back in on a 3 foot jigger now, and that's my like 4th F1, those like stocky F1s. But because I can see this starting to fade, the last 10 minutes I've just started pinging a few pellets over to that tree over there. Because I think that's going to be the next port of call. It feels like there's not hardly any idea now, so. But there's still a few of these about. So I'm going to try and get this in. And what I'm going to do, just because the last few I've had on this jigger have been hooked in the top lip. That's a nice fish, look. I just feel like they're a bit deeper. So I'm going to try that 4 foot jigger. That's a nice F1, that's £2. So we can go in that net. 1, 2. I think we're still doing alright. We've got getting up for £50 now. Well, let me just pick out the jigger. There's our 4 foot there. Here it is. Let's try this one just because it's deep out there, it's like 6 foot, so. Sometimes what you'll find is those great big brown F1s are sat deep below all the other fish. But either sat really shallow or really deep. So let's just try this. Let's go get us a little run. And if not, I can always pick up that other jigger again. Oh, pinged off. There's a fish on that immediately then. It feels like when I loose feed my casters that I can't see anything, but it just feels like the water rises a little bit, like there's an odd fish really shallow. I can't catch on a fixed rig at all, just miss a million bites. Ooh. What's going on there now? I think this is just below what this is, yeah. What I might even do is just cut this down to 3.5 foot. Oh. So he was deep, look. He was 4 foot, that one. Still feel like I could take just a little bit of depth off this one. Stocky, look. Just put in the top lip though. There we go. Lovely. Right, time for a change. I had a mint little run on those casters just now and it's just tailed off a little bit, so I'm not going to stop feeding it. I'm going to go over, see if I can get a run on these pellets. I've set it up now for about half an hour, maybe even a bit longer. But I'm not going to give up on these casters yet, just because I've caught so many F1s. I've caught a couple of big ones as well since I switched the camera off. I've probably got 80 odd pound now. Sort of, well, we're halfway through and I've got 80 pounds, so if this goes under with a couple of 2-pounders, we could be in business. Because over here seems to be where the F1s are topping. They're on straight away, look. Let's go in. Only trouble is it's 16 metres, so it's a bit of a drag to get it back, but I'm hoping that's not going to be an Eid. I think it is an Eid. I don't want to be shipping over there for Eid, that's for sure. Not a little F1. And like this will kind of tell me what I need to do now, because if I'm shipping over there and just catching them, I may as well just catch them at like 12 metres. Pointless going all the way over there to try and catch them. I'm just on a little red pellet that I dyed up last night. Go. So just before I go to the full length, give them some casters there. Give them some pellets up there. Let's go up there. That's another one, look. There's the fish. Could do another set of rollers here. These need to be 2 pound. Not bad. Oh, good fishing this is. When that happens then, see. Yeah, this is awkward. I'd rather just catch them there on those casters, to be honest. They are over there, see, look. for shipping these back when I bang. And hopefully a few in the edge. That's a better colour. They're the ones we want. Got a tree there. Some murder. £2. Not fishing this as nice as where I was on those casters. I'm actually getting a bit too far out the water there. Let's go back again. Keep our pellet in there, band. Oh, he's knocked it out, look. Denied. There's a little stocky. What's he doing over there? What I might even do is just try and see if I can get these to come a section closer. If I can just get them a joint closer, because I'm not really up against the tree anyway. Let's see if we can get them a bit closer than where we are. Tree is a nuisance. Need to buy some more rollers desperately. a big one. Pounder. Right to the top lip, that one. Right, we're back on those casters. We've got 2 hours to go. I've caught well on those pellets, but what I've noticed is that stamp has just gone small, like sort of 10 ounce. I only had those like 2 big ones, so everything just went a bit slow there. So I'll try and build it up again. But I've still been feeding this caster line here. So I could do with a nice run on here. What I've also done, what's going on with this sling here, look. I've just fed some worms short, and I've just fed some ground bait in the edge. I just feel like, what have we got, 50, 33, 36, 86, and we've got like 96 pound, I think. I think we need to catch some big ones somewhere. You know, it's going to be a 180 day. Still got a lot of work to do here. What's nice, I haven't gone through much caster, to be honest. I've only fed 2 pints so far. So if they come on those worms short, I can throw some casters over the top of that line. I think that would be quite nice. That would be a good way to catch them, I reckon. I thought I'd drop back in here and it would just be solid, but it's not. So it might be a case, like if we don't catch now on this, I'll probably just stop feeding it now. Like I thought that would have just bent straight over that pole tip there and those casters there. Let's try to do both. Try that deep one. This is not the outcome I was hoping for. I thought I was going to drop in here and absolutely get towed in after setting up for half an hour. I just had a touch deeper on this. Let's have a look. I thought they'd be up a bit higher now after like not having a rig in there for a while. This seems to be the stamp at the minute. Keep still. Right in the top lip as well, so we could have been sat a bit deeper, that one. Just feel like I want to throw some casters there like that. I think that could be really good. But I just want to be careful with the bait limits and stuff. two there, get away with it as well. Just thinking about a little overshot, little fixed rig, just dropping through. Let me try it now actually. Little short line dibber. It's a nice fish, that one. Carper. Oh, you absolute bitch. He was a carp as well. Oh, that's annoying. Could have done with him. Right, we've got an hour remaining. I had a look short, just caught 4 micro perch. That was useless. I've got another go on those cast shallow. Can't get not a fish on them now, so I've sacked them off. But I've just had a little run across on those pellets, just with a little fixed rig. I've just had like 3 2-pounders in a row. I've been potting my edge as well, like really this big pot in it. I need to catch some carp in there at some point. Last half hour hopefully. Like I can't see like there's loads getting caught on this lake, but I can only see 5 anglers on here. But I've just chucked another net in now as well for the last hour. Look, straight away, there's a few fish just gathered up out there now. Just on that little fixed rig. To be honest, you could easily ship 50 pound of these back the last hour if you keep going. And before you know it, you've got like 150 odd. And if the venue fish is tough, you never know, it might just be enough. Mad how these are just turned up all of a sudden now. It's a carper. There's a carper, so first carp of the day, look. So let's see if we can get a run together on this. You know, if these are Winnerbung, I'm just happy staying out there. I don't think, like I've not seen anybody catch anything in the edges or short, or anything on the bottom to be honest. Everything just seems to be shallow. It's a shame it's a long way to those trees, but that seems to be the only place where there's a few fish now. Don't mind shipping them back, they're £2 a piece though. I had a little spell on that jigger over there. Hooked like 5 fish, I lost 4 of them. 2 of them pinged off the net. 2 of them just pulled the elastic out, swum under the trees, pinged off. I don't know what the hell's happened there, so I've changed my hook length. Just see if but it looked fine, the hook looked sharp. Nothing wrong with it really, I don't know what happened there. Again. The fixed rig is good now all of a sudden. I've had a go on this previously and it wasn't very good, I just missed a million bites, but all of a sudden now, look. And all these stamp ones. I haven't got a clue what weight we got now. All over the place here. That's why I just chucked that net in, because I don't know whether I've been under-clicking, over-clicking, God knows. What does seem good on this rig is just like slap it over. If you don't get one, just leave it sit there. Just leave it hang like really still. Seem to like that. Slap it like that. Oh, what's a bite there, look. Squeak on that time. We are coming up on the last 10 minutes now. Still catching F1s across, stockies with an odd big brown one and mixed in amongst. But just 2 minutes ago I just gave this 2 big pots in the edge, and I'm just going to give it a quick minute, see if I can nick a carp, and then I'm just going to finish off across, because there's a few fish across now on that 2.5 foot jigger. I haven't got a clue what weight they've got. I've been chucking fish in that right hand net. It's a bite. On the edge. I'm going to pop that again, I think. Yeah, like I was saying, I've got a pile of little stockies in that right hand net. I've got, I don't know what I've got in this new net I put in. Yeah. Pop that again. I think I got 50 in that one net, and I think I got like 45 in the other, so I just don't know what I got. I just do not know what I got. I'm hoping they're going to weigh a lot heavier than what I've been cooking them. We'll see. Wasn't much of a bite there. A big old worm. There's so many. When I've thrown casters in there on up that top kit, just every time I go in there, I catch like 5 perch on the bounce. Waste of time. I thought that would have been good because we were catching shallow on casters. Come on, and you go. 2 big 8-pounders on there to finish, and we'll have a good weight. Come on. There you go. We're back home now. Yesterday we were at Weston Pools, and what a day we had. We've weighed 148 pounds in the end, and we've had just a fantastic day. We've caught one of those little pasty stockies, pretty much a chuck for most of the day, an odd brown one mixed in, but then we caught like a 2-pound barbel, couple of 2-pound chubs, and 2-pound hide, an absolutely tremendous day. Then by far the best day I've ever had at Weston, to be fair. Fishing is absolute nubs off at the minute, and I'm excited to go back there. Hopefully there'll be a few more qualifiers and a few other matches there next year. Unfortunately for us, we finished the dreaded second in the match, which is not where you want to be on a Fish O'Mania Qualifier. But at the same time, the winner was £44 ahead of us. Now, if we'd fished a perfect match, we might have had 175 at a push, I think. So, you know, second isn't where we want to be, but it's a nice result. Won a few quid along the way. So next off for us is Tunnel Barn Farm for a live match. That's going to be official, and that's on the 9th of July. So I'll catch up with you on the banks of Tunnel Barn Farm.